Hello and welcome to the Pink Grape. My name is Anthony Metzger. I'm a winemaker and certified sommelier. Here at the Pink Grape, I interview winemakers from all over the planet. I conduct my interviews via Skype and record them live to bring you face-to-face with winemakers from all over the world. So without further ado, please enjoy the show and be sure to subscribe. Well, welcome to the show, Wines of the World. It's a pleasure to have you guys on.
Thank you. We're happy to be here.
Yeah, great. So you guys are both winery owners and winemakers, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we started in 2014.
Okay.
And really we bought a winery without knowing how to make wine.
Really?
We spent
Okay.
a couple of years learning from other people, from experience. We enrolled in the South Seattle Community College for their Winemakers Academy.
Okay.
So, you know, there's so much to know that I think even a 40-year veteran doesn't know it all.
Sure.
You know, like we're open to learning new things and taking adventures, and our wines kind of show that too.
Oh, really? Nice. And so, yeah, because that's actually kind of like a popular thing. At least people talk about it a lot. They're like, oh, my dream is to open up a little winery. You know, a little winery where we can, manage and just make some wine to the way we want it. But people do underestimate how much work actually goes into it. But, I mean, you guys have stepped up and are obviously producing, so that's pretty cool.
If you want to look at it like this, it's like you buy a car, but you don't know how to drive it. So you get the car and then you get in it, right?
Yeah.
Like, now what do I do? It's not as dramatic as putting yourself in a car and not knowing how to drive, because you can even lose your life there. But
Sure.
Is that we made accidents, we committed accidents.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing by now is that we know how to fix them.
Sure.
And we're pretty confident about how to make the wine. Always with that open mind to bring in more ideas.
Sure.
Incorporate more styles. Diversify our flight of wines. It's just that we started, for example, with off dry wines, like in the white side.
Sure.
And then we kind of like got stuck with the state ones, the ones that are in the vineyard here, like Pinot and Cab.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now we jumped into some other ones.
Oh, sure.
I'm still in that range of being like really well known.
Yeah.
But we're like shooting for some other ones that are not like really well known.
Yeah.
We started incorporating sweeter stuff.
Okay.
Ports
Sure.
as well. And I mean, we unless in my perspective, I'm not really thinking that I gotta stop always like reinventing.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like every business in a way where you always got to keep thinking and producing. But what's kind of cool about your guys' operation is that it's, to me, from what I see on the surface here, is it's like kind of what typical like New World winemaking. Like in the old world, like France or Italy. I just interviewed with an Italian winemaker. Everything is so set in their ways that there's not much freedom to, hey, we're going to tear out this plot of vines that have been here for, hundreds of years and just plant whatever we want because we want to make sweet wine. It's, it's really set in stone. As to where you guys, it's like, all right, well, what should we do? What do we want to do? Start crafting things that you like and what kind of the community around you demands. I know here in Minnesota, sweetness hits the spot. I know, we got a vineyard and it's surrounded by cornfields, and everybody that's in that community, they like the sweet, drinkable stuff. They don't care about the acidity and tannins well balanced that goes good with the steak. They want like, a sweet glass of wine they go with their French fries. So it's pretty cool, the New World winemaking in that sense.
So they pray for syrup.
They like it, yes, just like Kool-Aid. But
we've had because Kashmir, we're in north central Washington.
Okay.
So this is a little wine destination. It's becoming one. There's more than 65 wineries in Chelan County.
Oh wow.
And so there's 21 tasting rooms in Leavenworth, which is a small Bavarian village, 10 minutes from us.
Okay.
There's a couple more tasting room and wineries in downtown Kashmir, few down in Wenatchee, which is another city really close to us. So there's a lot of wine all over the place. And
Sure.
we do a lot of wine tours, limo tours, snowshoeing right now.
Oh, nice.
Tours. A lot of activity going on here. And, you know, our wine drinker ranges from totally inexperienced, not really into wine, just this adventure, to some serious wine drinkers who want heavy reds, and they're tasting like a professional is tasting.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of wanted a range that would capture them all.
Sure.
You know, because we know who's going to come into the tasting room. So we've incorporated some sweet stuff for the people who might not be wine drinkers.
Sure.
And, you know, we've got our heavy reds, our Cab Franc, and now we're just about to release Grenache, and so we're just kind of in there with everybody.
Sure, nice. Well, and that's the nice thing about Washington too, is you guys are actually like a real wine producing state or region, as they would say in Europe. As you know, Minnesota, we're just kind of, you know, pop-up wineries. But no, you guys are actually well established, even on like the global platform. I interview winemakers. This guy in Italy, he knew exactly Washington. Oh yeah. Is that one of your bottles there?
That is. This is one of our.
How do you put it?
Yep, I see it there now. Very cool. And so, tell me about it. Tell me about the label, the name, and how you came up with all that stuff.
So, Leony Cellars is our name.
Okay.
Leony's is my middle name. It was my great grandmother's middle name, passed down to me.
Okay.
And it means lionesses. So we kind of went with the lion theme. We changed the name of the winery that we bought in 2014.
Okay.
That used to be Voila. Everything, when we were thinking about name changes, everything that we came up with has been taken, because there's almost 900 wineries in Washington.
Wow.
So everything was So we started to think about it a different way, and what do we want the label to look like? Salvador wanted a lion on the label.
Okay.
And then it just dawned on me that, hey, my middle name means lioness.
Sure.
So we just together, and there isn't another Leony Cellars, which
Oh, wow.
is nice.
That is nice. Yeah. Perfect.
We didn't have to compete with that. So, you know, and the art is original, and
Sure.
and we just have kind of rolled with it.
Nice.
It is, you know, we wanted the business to reflect us, and
Yep.
I think that the label now does.
Yeah. Oh, and that's important with wine too. You got to have that kind of connection, especially being, you know, the owner operators. You got to have that connection, especially all the way to the bottle like that, with your name and what you guys want, and being unique, being the one and only of 900. So that's cool. Where can people like buy your wine? Like, you know, over here in the Midwest or anywhere in the country, if you want to buy a bottle of this wine.
Well, it is a little difficult with the way you know, liquor laws are.
Shipping, yeah.
But we can ship to Washington, Oregon, California,
Okay.
and Pennsylvania.
Washington wines, what is it that makes them different compared to like Oregon wines or California wines?
Well, I think we have a unique climate here. You know, the Missoula floods gave us a really great eastern Washington growing conditions.
Really?
You know,
Okay.
like really wonderful soil. And it is a New World style. We grow a lot of Bordeaux and Burgundy grapes. There isn't one like Oregon is famous for their Pinot Noir, the Willamette Valley Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah.
You know,
This is just it's like a collage of everything.
Okay.
yeah, so
We have everything here.
So it's like the Italy of America.
it
Pretty
really
much.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But most of the wineries in Washington are boutique.
Yeah.
And like Salvador was saying, the larger wineries, they do own most of the market share. So
Yeah.
what us little small boutique wineries we're really our customer is a little bit different than Chateau Saint Michel. Chateau Saint Michel is in all of the grocery stores. You know, Columbia is in all of the grocery stores. We're not in the grocery stores.
Yeah.
You're gonna, you know, we're looking for the people who like small craft.
Sure.
Everything we do is in small batches. You know, a ton, maybe 2 tons of fruit at a time. So we have a lot of control over it. But every vintage is a little bit different. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
The larger wineries can mechanize everything, and year to year you're going to get the same tasting wine. Where ours, it captures a little bit more what the growing year was like.
Well, thank you guys for being on the show. Appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, just we'll keep in touch and go from there.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of The Pink Grape. Make sure you check in next week as I'll be releasing a new interview with a winemaker. If you have any questions that you would like me to ask a winemaker during any of my interviews, just reach out to me through my social media accounts, which you can find on my website, thepinkgrape.com. Make sure you check out my website this week as I'll be releasing some really fun, interesting wine stories. Thank you, and please be sure to subscribe.